So we're here at the Third Sector Conference in Venue Cymru, and it's so busy today. There's so many people from so many community groups and charities looking and meeting and networking. And one of the people that I think has been a very much sought after person to speak to is Erian from the National Lottery. How are you?
Hi, yeah, I'm fine. Thank you very much. Really glad to be here today.
It's nice to see. I think I saw you a couple of years ago, didn't you? Yeah. But time goes so quick. So first impressions of the Third Sector Conference?
Well, to be fair, CVSC always arrange a brilliant conference and really enjoy attending them. It's a great opportunity for us as funding officers who work for the National Lottery Community Fund to meet people face to face and to speak to groups who may be starting on their journey of developing their project and may be ready to apply. So it's really great for them to meet us and for us to meet them and to start those discussions really early on.
So tell me a little bit about the grants from the National Lottery, the sort of the types which third sector and charitable groups might be eligible to apply for. It's nice to have you here.
Thank you very much. Thanks. At the National Lottery Community Fund, we believe everything starts with community. Our funding aims to give people the power to build and strengthen their community by supporting them to come together and improve lives. Working within and alongside communities in Wales over the last 30 years, we are committed to supporting the people who need it most. We make decisions locally because we can support communities best by understanding what matters to them most. Last year, we awarded £36.8 million across 1,005 grants, and they ranged from £300,000 up to £500,000 to communities in Wales. Our funding supports a wide range of organisations, large and small, to deliver activities that turn great ideas into reality. Our main grants are the National Lottery Awards for All grant, which starts at £300 and goes up to £20,000. This grant is for grassroots and community activity that brings people together and improves the lives of people and communities. Then we have the People and Places grant, which starts at £20,000 and goes up to £500,000. This funding is for projects where people and communities are working together and using their strengths to make positive impacts on the things that matter most to them. And you can find out more about our grants and how to apply at tnlcommunityfund.org.uk.
What advice do you think, Erian, you'd give groups who are looking to raise money for their special project? Are there certain actions that groups can take to improve their chances of success?
As the largest funder of community activity in Wales, the National Lottery Community Fund supports amazing community-led projects. We are looking to make a bigger difference in the years ahead by being guided by our 4 missions, which are supporting communities to come together, to be more environmentally sustainable, to help children and young people thrive, and to enable people to live healthier lives. In line with our strategy, we are asking all applicants to tell us how their project aligns with at least one of our 4 missions. Also, the projects that are more likely to be funded are those that involve the community in developing the project idea and implementing it. There are lots of ways to get your community involved in your project. One size doesn't fit all, and some groups have used methods such as surveys through questionnaires, some run focus groups, others get people together for a cup of tea and a chat. The important thing is to get people involved in a way that means you hear them and that they are integral to identifying the need for the project, to its development and its delivery.
So if you apply to the lottery, do you require match funding from other funders before a grant would be made available? And if that isn't the case, are groups allowed to seek funding from a number of grant providers, particularly when they've got a project which maybe requires a lot of funding, a lot of money?
The National Lottery Community Fund doesn't require projects to have match funding in place and can fund full project costs. But groups can seek multiple strands of funding to support their projects, and in these cases, we would require confirmation that match funding is in place prior to payments starting, if the application has been successful, of course.
So do you have any success stories, any notable local projects which perhaps you could share with us today, Erian?
Yes, absolutely. I've got some examples here of projects which have been funded through our different grants. So recently, Conwy Mind has been awarded £360,000 over 3 years for their Changing Minds project, which will provide accessible wellness checks to improve access to early intervention mental health services and improve mental health for the community. It will also train a community of mental health champions to help reduce stigma and increase the number of people taking up the wellness checks. Also, CVSC have been awarded £96,588 over 2 years for the Community Support Hub project, which is a one-stop shop for residents to access information, guidance and practical support, whatever the circumstances, and particularly for those affected by the cost of living crisis. Also, Friends of Caerderw Park have been awarded £11,900 over 2 years to hold free and low-cost community events aimed at bringing families together and providing much-needed respite and support. They will focus on young people and families, and the activities will foster a sense of community, reduce social isolation and promote mental and physical well-being. And finally, Nerth de Ben have been awarded £99,750 for just under 3 years. Their project, which is run through the medium of Welsh, promotes conversations and raises awareness of the power and the strength of the mind. The grant will enable them to develop and enhance their activities in the Welsh-speaking communities of rural Conwy and Denbighshire, with an aim of expanding to similar communities throughout North Wales. The project will help strengthen these communities and encourage people to become more confident and realise their potential. And just to remind people that our service is fully available through the medium of Welsh, right from the beginning of the project straight through to its end, and we welcome discussions and applications presented in Welsh.